Everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. We obviously had a bit of a hiatus yesterday, but we're back to our daily live streams, guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over in America, and obviously 9 a.m. here in Australia, Craig. Weather here is looking not too bad today after a bit of rain over the past few days. I know the southeast corner has been hit. Now, obviously, breaking news. Look, you've got a cast, mate. Like, what happened? You had a day off. The family was a bit unwell, so you're dealing with that. Next thing I know, I see a tweet about you learning how to use a mouse with a cast. So, GM to everyone, fill us in, mate. You've had an adventurous 48 hours or 24 hours or so?
Oh, yeah, GM, everyone. GM Greeny. Greeny, I think your microphone might be on... is it on the screen mic, maybe like my one at the moment?
Shouldn't be. Is it coming through a bit dodgy?
Just a bit echoey, like sound hally.
Okay, I'll turn it off and on again.
Not that bad though. It's not terrible. It's just normally it's so good, man.
Normally it's crisp. Yeah. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I did it on Friday, man. So I actually did it on Friday. Didn't do it. Okay. I broke my hand on Friday. So I was instead of normally I was doing the recycling. Normally I stomped the boxes with my foot to crush it. Instead, I decided I'd test out my boxing skills. So there was there were a couple of boxes. So I started smacking the shit out of them on the ground. But I've punched a bit hard and hit the concrete underneath on the pavement. And when I hit it, I looked out of my hand and there was a piece of bone sticking out my skin. Well, not sticking out, but just sticking up.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah, so I pushed it back down on Friday. I thought it was dislocated, so I thought I'd put it back in. But then I went and got it checked out because I was like, I won't go on the weekend. I'll wait for it to quieten down at the hospital. And I went in yesterday and she was like, oh, nah, let's get it scanned. And obviously I had the scan. It's called Boxer's fracture. So it's the pinky, the metal tarsal on the pinky. So it's that long bone there.
Yeah.
So it's broken in half, man. It's completely in half.
That's hectic.
Yeah, so unfortunately, instead of just getting that, which is annoying in itself, I've got to have this on until the hospital can get hold of me to get me in.
For an actual cast?
No, for an operation.
Oh, so what, like a splint? Like, how's it work then? What, an operation in which capacity?
Yeah, they're going to put me under and put pins in.
Oh, hectic, man. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad news, man, because I'm not real keen on going under and I'm not real keen on scalpels. I'm sure no one is. But, yeah, so instead of I thought I was going to go in and get a cast, worst case, but instead of that, I've got the cast and the operation and then the cast again. And then the operation again, probably get the pins out. So I'm like, fuck. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a whole adventure just for the sake of me just on a Friday lunchtime smashing some boxes up. So lessons in that, don't smash boxes on concrete, and probably go and get it seen straight away would have been the good advice in hindsight. But yeah, so that was a bit of a bummer, man. Getting told I have to have an operation was fucking bad news, bro. I was gutted, eh?
So what time frame did they put on that bad boy?
Couldn't tell me. That's the other bad thing. So I've got to have this on until they can tell me when I can get in. So how it actually went was they thought I had private health, which I don't. So I went into a private place to get this done, just so it would be quicker. And then she said, okay, you've got to start fasting tonight. And I was thinking, well, fuck, that's quick. She goes, yeah, you'll be on the table tomorrow. And I was like, holy shit. So I was a bit taken aback, man, because I thought I was in there to get a cast, and she's like, you're going to operate on tomorrow. I'm like, because I'm a bit like, I'm a bit scared of operations, bro. Like I get a little bit like.
I haven't had one for a long time either, so I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, neither have I. I haven't had one since I was a kid. So I was like, and as you get older, you get,
your fear goes. Oh, not your fear, your awareness of fear, perhaps.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as bad when I was 18. I probably would have been like, fuck, who cares? Now I'm like, oh. Just because I know the stories are going under, not coming back. There's just, you never want to be put under, really, do you? And you never want never want your body opened. But here we are. So look, thanks. So I thought I was going to get on the table, and then I said to her, I was like, whoa, for public, that's pretty quick. I said, are you sure that's public? And she goes, no, that's private. I was like, whoa. I said, no. Because the anesthetic will be like $5,000 alone, man. Like,
holy, yeah. That's.
I'm guessing that it would be what's it called?
Anesthesiologist, yeah.
Their price is outrageous, bro. They get paid handsomely.
Yeah, I've got a few mates that are trying to go down that route because it's like once you get to where you need to be, you don't. It's so chill. It's so chill
I
as a
think
job.
from memory, New Zealand, I had a mate doing that. He got $6,000 in operation.
Yeah, it's nuts, eh? It's nuts. But I mean, you understand it's special. Like you specialize. It takes years and I think it's like a 10-year journey for them to get to that stage. And you actually do have to know what you're doing because you're putting someone like into a state of mind.
Dangerous.
Yeah, correct.
So a bit of a bummer, man. To be honest, I'm using my left hand at the moment to use the mouse, which is outrageous.
Oh, dude, I don't think I've ever done that. So that
like
would be
ice skating. So
that is weird, bro. That's weird. Is my mic better now?
It is, bro. It is better. But
it's odd,
the good news is, while I was in the hospital, I woke up and the markets were pumping, dude.
Yeah, which is really interesting because the war really picked up again over the past sort of 24 hours. Like basically, and Trump came out and swore on live TV, mate. So
that's great. He said, "Fucking, what the fuck are they doing?"
Yeah.
But I believe his statements were made because they both broke the ceasefire.
Correct. Yeah, that is the case.
So it's like fuck. So yeah. Anywho, looks like the markets don't really give a shit about it, man. No. Which I mean, if you look at the data historically, the markets tend to care about it. In fact, the markets cared more about the tariffs, man, than war.
Well, yeah, which is interesting. Maybe it's because tariffs affected people worldwide, and it was like, oh shit, like are they actually going to? Like that was such a buy the dip moment, Craig. Like the scam literally happened at that time, so I lost money, and then I wasn't in the mindset to like click buy. I bought stocks, but I didn't buy like Bitcoin at 74K. I know you did, and GTG did, but. Unfortunately, I do miss that opportunity again. But whether we see that again, who knows? I mean, the market is hot. SEI is absolutely pumping. It's up like 25% in the day. Yeah, it's I don't know. Someone commented about something, but it's absolutely sending compared to everything else. So they've obviously finally had some fundamentals or utility or some shit come out. So I mean, like that's just insane. It's probably nearly up 2x actually from the lows. Yeah, really? 85% from the lows. So. That would have been a nice little swing trade you could have taken, but I missed that. That's what I mean. There's so many charts in crypto. It's hard to keep up to date with them all. But I mean, I was just looking at SPX, which was one of the trades that we did take in GTG, and it's up like 30 to 50% already from the lows that we bought. So good to see. MOG, I know, was pumping yesterday as well, Craig. It's kind of still in this accumulation zone as well if we zoom out. And have a look as well. So market has, as you said, responded pretty decently to this news. BTC's flirting with that mid-range as well. So watching what happens here. We had that weekly, and we discussed this on Monday, Craig, is the fact that we closed the weekly up above 100K. I was like, you know what? That's actually pretty good. So like,
bro, it's real good, man.
And like we moved back to the mid-range here. So I know a lot of people in GTG are still keen to short here. I am short here. I have one stop loss above kind of that high and then have another stop loss above that high. Again, we might get stopped out here and it looks like we could continue and push back towards the 110 mark and the 112 mark potentially. But if we do reject from here, it's a nice swing trade back to the bottom of the range low. So I think we chop for a while, Craig. I think, this could be our range for a while, unless we do break this range and we do head back towards that 93. I think that's a no-brainer opportunity. Load up the bags if we see 97 to 93, which is kind of like this vicinity here. This whole order block here would be kind of where I'm targeting. Anywhere in this vicinity, even a dip down below or something like that, I think would be a great opportunity for crypto in the long term. Now, altcoins are starting to show a bit of strength, but BTC dominance, Craig, is still at 65%, which is just absolutely nuts. So
that's high.
I just don't think we see I just don't think a lot of these altcoins are going to go crazy. There's going to be ones like Hyperliquid, which has bounced really hard again, saying we bought a lot at $31. It's back at 37. It hit $39 overnight as well. So big pump. But I did say, guys, it'll probably reject from here. Don't change the big green candles or the big white candles in my case. And there was a few other ones actually that we did see rally quite aggressively. Yeah, Filecoin, again, like a lot of people were like, oh, we're off to the races here. I was like, no. Watch what happens at this high here. And like we discussed on Monday, Craig, we'll watch and see if we get another low on a lot of these charts. So good to see. But Craig, did you buy any meme coins over on Abstract because they rallied hard off some lows? Now, Poly particularly bounced exactly off to 786. I literally called this, I think, up here. I said, guys, Poly is literally going back down to here. Unfortunately, I didn't have a limit order set here. I bought a bit here. I bought a little bit on the retest today as well. So I have been dabbling a little bit on Poly, but it's up. Yeah, it's up nearly 2x off the lows. Yeah, 2.5x off the lows. So Craig, have you bought any meme coins over on Abstract?
I have not. I just bought Bitcoin, and as boring as that is for the viewers, I bought Bitcoin, and I regret not buying Pengu, bro. I fucking regret that. That pump. The thing is, man, I knew. Well, not I knew. I theorized, obviously, with Monday, with them, with with the little, with all the advertising they had with the little ding ding.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah.
I thought we'd see a rally based on that. We saw a rally, but it was a nice little bounce.
20%.
But like you said, it's still within that range, so it's not like I've missed my buy. I'm just potentially going to have to wait to see if that breaks down. In saying that, still not a bad buy zone, but I would prefer a bit more of a discount. So I am just patiently waiting. But that would have been a great buy, bro. I think Pengu got down to what's
7.
Yeah,
7.
bro, which is outrageous. Like it's one of those moments I fucking knew it, but I was tired. I bought Bitcoin. It was late at night. It was like midnight, man. So I was like, I just bought Bitcoin. I was like, I'll come back to it. And then I woke up the next day, and I saw it was still low, and I was like, no, I've got time.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have time.
Then the news, the ceasefire news came out. Yeah.
So I kind of got caught off guard. So unfortunately, that would have been another coin. Mog would have been another great buy. But again, I think Mog's in a range as well.
Yeah, well, let's talk about those. Like, I think Pengu here if it retests, kind of like what I've drawn here, if it does retest that higher low here off the 618, I long that stop loss below the low, and we're targeting back towards these fibs up here for a very nice juicy trade. Like, even should that fib there, it's a 2.5. Like, Craig, that's a no brainer. You throw a grand at that on 5x leverage, you can cook. So that's what I'm looking at there for Pengu. Mog would be kind of similar. Same again though. It's let's have a look at its range. So it's battling at 786 entire range at the moment. But if we have a look at the swing from the high to the low, or the low to the high, we bounce exactly, Craig, off the 618 all the way, pull back on the swing.
Like magic, it's like magic, man.
So if we hold the 7.8, the 0.5, which actually aligns with the 7, that's nuts, Craig. This is why Fibonacci, people that say TA doesn't work, look at this symmetry here. We have literally the 0.5 of the whole swing range aligning exactly with the 786 of the entire Mog range. So you can't say that TA doesn't work. So yeah, big level here to see if it does hold. If it doesn't, I'm on same again, high low watch. I'm staying patient, watch for this low, and that's the low I'll look to long, stop loss below here. And then potentially we see what happens here. Do we reject and we get another low, or do we break out from there a little bit earlier than what we might see? So this will take time. Like, this could, as I said, as I've been saying for a while, mid-July, end of July, start of August, before we could see breakout across a lot of these altcoins. So stay patient, guys. Like, crypto, Craig, I always go back to this stat. 47% of the time, BTC goes up. Okay, 47% of the time. Not even every second day. Okay, 47% of the time BTC goes up. It's just because they outperform on those 47% days that it does obviously result in BTC going nuts over time. I put a tweet up this morning, Craig. I'm genuinely interested in your take. When do you think, realistically, BTC could hit $1 million? Board Elon comes in and says 2027. I said, bullish, I like it. PO goes, what? Wow. And then Board sends through this. I don't know. It's in, is that French? I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I think.
C'est la vie. Yeah.
Is that French or Spanish? I can't quite tell.
Could be. Yeah, it could be both.
All inflation. I think that's French. But yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't watched the video, but I don't know. $1 million for Bitcoin by 2020. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Well, good take here. But a lot of people say a little bit longer, 2030, 2035, 5 years, 2030. Q7. I'm sorry, what? That makes sense.
Q7. That's great. Great answer.
I ignore anyone that just says tomorrow. I don't even bother liking or replying. I said in the post. Realistically, come on.
Realistically, guys, I'm being serious. When do I think? Well, what are we now? 105.
Yeah. It's about 10x, right?
Bro. A decade plus.
Decade plus? Okay, so what's that? That puts that 2035. Like
three more bull cycles.
3 more bull cycles. Hectic.
Yeah, I don't see it going from 100,000 to. I don't see a 10x in less than 3 cycles.
So a 10x would put it just below gold. Just below gold.
Yeah. 2 cycles.
Okay, let's theorize based on it. And I know I've got people asking in the chats for some other, Retspur and Apspa. We'll look at those charts shortly, guys, promise. But let's have a look here. No, so let's, like we've been theorizing, Craig, BTC traditionally does tick off its 2.618 Fibonacci from the high to the low. So if we have a look at that, 154. So say that is our target. Okay, we get up to this level by the cycle. Okay, we come back down. Do you love my charts? Now, theorize this is a global asset now. Okay, maybe we pull back maybe to like 60%. No longer, I don't think we go deeper than that personally. So like 62%. So say 62K is the bottom of this cycle. Say the top is, again, this is all speculation. Say the top is here at about 154 and we speculate that the low is 60. Oh, what did I say? 62. So we pull back down to about there. Where's the 2.618? I don't know if we get there in the future. Because again, that's a lot of, that's trillions of dollars. But that would see 300K for the next cycle. So that would be over about a 2x from this cycle to that cycle. If you capture the bottom,
that's probably
about a buyback. So I don't know. Like you are right, Craig. Like, so say you go down, say 50% this time. So not as much. So say we pull back to 150K. Let's see where the fibs put us there. Realistically, okay, let's see where the the fact that we start hitting those 2.618s, maybe we don't even as well. So that, as you said, that's 2 cycles later, Craig, with a target of 545.
2 to 3, right? 2 to 3
speculation.
Yeah, 2 to 3 cycles is my guess. But I mean, it almost doesn't matter, does it?
No.
But your questions, it's good. I get it. But it's kind of cool to work it out, and that's realistic. I think 2 to 3, which is actually outrageous when you think about it, because that's only 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, about 5 to 10 years. Yeah.
So a 10x on that's outrageous, man.
I just don't like. Again, maybe I do see if governments, countries, hedge funds, etc., start to really allocate it as their then yes, I think we could push very quickly towards that gold market cap, which is around 22 trillion, which is a 10x basically for BTC right now. So
what I'd like to see, Greeny, and the country that will win this race will be the first country that prints fiat and buys Bitcoin. That's the country that wins the world race, and I don't understand why someone isn't doing that. Why not why don't the US, why don't whoever just print a shitload of fiat and buy hectic Bitcoin? Yes, it'll debase their dollar and they'll be fucked temporarily. But look at El Salvador. I think they're kicking pretty good now, bro.
I know. Can I compare gold to BTC? Yes.
You can?
No, yeah. I want to add, no, I'll have to do this another time. I'll have to whip up some tweets. Yeah, no. So, I mean, like, this is BTC versus gold, and it's outperforming gold by 2.5x over the past sort of 3 years. Yeah, so, I mean, like, I wanted to see if I could find actual, but I can't, so that's fine. But, yeah, Craig, so, 250, someone needs to clip that, 550K by the next 2 cycles. So, what's that, 2035? That's probably realistically very rough ball park, but I think that could potentially see where we go. Love to see what our chat reckons as well. But yeah, that post is getting a little bit of traction. So, I mean, back to the memes. Absa pumped exactly off. Well, not exactly, but hit the 618. And people just went nuts and bought this, Craig. But again, it has come back into resistance and rejected from there still. So, and macro support resistance as well. So it's got 2 overhead resistance currently for me here. Again, I actually did buy a little bit here. I think at 12 million. So I'm in the green again. I still have 100K tokens, so not a lot, like maybe $1,000 to $2,000.
Yeah.
And I do like this chart, but it is in resistance at this current point of time. So you want to see something like that, and then probably more volume come in. This is actually really interesting that we pumped so hard when there wasn't a large amount of displacement of volume. So that's very interesting. Like, look at the volume here.
That is weird.
Volume here. It's less, and we pumped very aggressively. So very
curious. We're exhausted, I suppose, though.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. So,
Eli, have you spoken to Eli about these charts?
No, he's busy in NYC, mate. He's busy in NYC doing whatever he's doing.
Missing. God, he was here for the depression, but he wasn't here for the euphoria.
I know. So Retspur, I bought a bit of Retspur as well at about the 618. I think this is a no-brainer moving forward. Rejection here, potentially come back down. Say again, high, low, look for a DCA, and then I do think this moves back towards all-time high for a nice 3x-ish, 2 and a bit x. I know Eli is still in Deepengu. That's a really big pump as well. So again, it came back down, retested the 786, deviation below, higher, low, bang off to the races. So Yeah, I mean the abstract memes are showing a lot of strength at the moment, Craig. Another one, RWA, I like as well. Where is that? There it is. It's consolidating here as well. Rejection again from resistance, but it's still very this is a very key level here. So I'm pretty bullish on this one, to be honest. I actually had a chat to the founder yesterday, and I can't disclose anything, but yeah, I think it's pretty good play personally.
Yeah, cool.
So I bought a bit of this as well around these sort of levels, around 2 million, 2.2. So I'm happy to sit on that for a while as well. So how did you go with XP this week, Craig? Because I went lower.
I got, let me just double check. It wasn't bad though. Well, last week, just for comparison's sake, I got 44,000. This week I got 42,000.
That's so interesting. I got 42,000 as well this week.
Yeah. So, variance of less than, it's about less than 5%. So, so it just held steady, but I'm not surprised by that outcome. I deliberately did less, but kept what I was doing up to see if that would be a baseline it stuck to, and it did. So now I'm adding. So now I add from this week, but I just wanted to double check and make sure. So yeah, I'm happy with mine. Yours is not bad though, almost 600,000.
Yeah, this is my worst week in a long time actually. So, but I did take money off the chain. I sold NFTs. I did a bit of fishing. I did a bit of death fun or whatever. That was about it. Still clicked a couple on-chain heroes buttons. So I'm genuinely interested. What did you do in the past week to get the same amount that I did?
So I was upgrading my heroes fairly consistently. Death race, I did probably 5 to 10 a day.
Yeah,
very minimal bets.
Yeah.
So for those who are, watching their wallets, I'm at 0.001. I do minimum bets.
I did 5. Yeah, I do 0.005.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm pretty conservative with gambling, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And I find my win rate on there is pretty good at that number.
Yeah, nice.
And you mentioned that, although and one of the reasons I don't go high is you mentioned the more money you tend to spend, your odds tend to decrease.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So did a bit of death race and just the daily stuff like Myriad, going into your claims. I'm sure you're doing all that as well. So all your daily claims that are free, Moody Map. So basically every app I can go and hit your daily check-in. So nothing, I didn't play any games. Like it wasn't like I was jamming captains or anything like that. The other game is, what's it called where you can, gone totally blank. What is
Which
that
one?
game? The one with like blackjack some days and high-low wheel.
Wreck. Yeah, I haven't done that one in yonks.
Yeah. I mean, I only do it because I paid for the bloody pass, man. So,
I think I don't know if I own the pass anymore. I have to double check.
Yeah. Did you sell it?
I don't know.
Anyway, so just honestly, so just the daily check-ins are very little, bro. The only thing that's different to it's not actually different to last week. I added a bit more Pingu, so I'm sitting on about 5,000 something Pingu in my wallet, in the abstract wallet. So maybe that's keeping me afloat now. So I was interested to see if that would just hold me at about 40,000. It has.
How are you going with the liquidity side of that? What's the spread slippage side of you buying Pengu on abstract?
I don't actually know, but there wasn't much loss there.
So I hit a 30x again this morning on Death Fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attempts. So $120. So still, I made $250. So on that, I noticed that I hadn't done much in the previous week as well. So I went to town this morning. So I went and put like 5 bets on Myriad. I bought 2 on-chain heroes.
Did you?
I spent 0.2 ETH on hero token. I remixed a shit ton of tokens.
Look at this, guys. He's lost his mind.
I was like, you know what? Stuff it, bro. I've got 42,000. What am I doing? I need to run up my XP to platinum. So
you do, bro. You do.
I went crazy this morning. I got
what's happening with these weapons here? What are you?
So I got one epic
using
weapon.
The token.
Yeah. So I was going back up the leaderboard again. I was like, well, hero was so cheap. I was like, I don't care. Like it's at 13 million.
It is cheap, bro.
I'll buy I think I bought 50,000 of it. I was like, I'll buy some here. Like I don't care. And I'll run it through the platform. So
probably not a bad shout what you just did there.
Yeah. And so I'm up to an epic weapon and 2, Yeah, no, 1 epic and 2 blues. I put my 2 blues on my 2 other heroes that I bought on the floor. Well, the heroes are actually, I think they're bottoming personally. A few people sold into, that's not what I want.
What are they in right now? 0.1 something?
0.18. They have pumped.
They have pumped. That's brutal, eh? They got fucking.
They went down to, they're 0.19 actually. So they went down to, where'd they go? Yeah, 7 days ago, I saw Baylor got a few WETH bids at about 0.13.
Outrageous.
I sold 2 of mine last week, Craig, for 0.25 each over OTC. So I was very happy to buy 2 more again for 0.17. This is me this morning. Oh, I need to share my screen. This is me this morning. I bought one at 0.185 and 0.1789. So that was me this morning buying 2. And same again. Maybe I'll rank them up a bit, and then I'll just again accumulate more hero. Hero's just disgustingly cheap. There's only 0.3 listed on this. I'm not going to fade we literally spoke to Scarly. I'm not going to fade him. I'm not going to fade Abstract. I think doubling down on something like this is the best decision. Like I thought about it too. Like my XP has gone down because I don't hold as many NFTs. I've taken $15,000 to $20,000 off the platform. So people saying that there's a secret sauce to it. Trust me, I know if I put my money on the platform, I'll earn more XP, right? I just move money elsewhere for other things.
Yeah.
I paid my tax bill literally last night. Oh, dirty people. You don't want to know how much that was. And so I had to pay that last night, and I've been cashing out to help sort of sustain the business / do those sorts of things as well.
Yeah.
So when I look at this list, Craig, I could just go buy one of all of these and just hold them in my wallet. But I don't want to it's not a lot of money. Like if we do, some of these are $10 or $5, $15. Do I just go buy this to stack XP by holding the NFT, or what do you think? What do you think right now?
In regards to earning XP,
that would be the only reason I would buy any of these NFTs. Outside of on-chain heroes, I don't I own 1 Dramelio still, and that's my PFP on Abstract, so I'm not going to sell that. But what else? I don't know, Craig. What's your thoughts on this? Because you got the same amount of XP as I did, and I know I probably have more money on the platform than you.
What are my thoughts? My thoughts, I'd probably just concentrate on-chain heroes.
Yeah.
And I would be buying NFTs which hold stable floors. An example of that would be ROMs. Thus far, admittedly, I haven't looked at ROMs in about a week, so it may argue with me after I've said that, but
they're holding pretty well, Craig.
Yeah, I mean, I've had that for months now, bro, and that's
they do. They hold that 0.08 mark very well.
So that's been great. As far as just going and buying every NFT down that list, that's probably not what I do.
Yeah.
Only because I would hate to see the NFTs dump in price and the lack of liquidity be an issue. So for me, on-chain heroes, ROMs, and then probably possibly Memecoins in the Abstract wallet. And I guess focusing probably on memes that have a higher market cap from the sounds of what Finn was saying.
Yeah. So I have been doing that. I've got Absters now, obviously my largest position again. RWA got a decent amount. Retspur got a decent $1,000. Newt just under 1,000. Poly just $300 or $600. I might buy a bit more Poly potentially. But I want to have 1,000 of all these top ones. I think that's a no-brainer moving forward.
Yeah. Myself, I'm just going to keep doing on-chain heroes.
Yep.
And then I'll just keep stacking Pengu, probably end up with about, 9-10 grand worth of Pengu in that wallet. And then I'm going to have a bit more of a think because I do need to hit more like 70,000 a week. So I'm going to have to add 50% of...
How much money do you have on the platform right now?
Oh, man,
actually, no, maybe you do have more because you said you've been adding Pengu to the platforms, Craig.
Yeah, so I've got 5 on there right now. I've got money-wise is 5.5 grand as far as Memecoins. And then NFTs, that's a bit trickier to...
if you go to OpenSea, it actually tells you, I think, actually.
Does it?
Yeah.
What the value is?
Yeah. So if I come to OpenSea up the top and I click on my wallet, it'll tell me here, I have 4.18 ETH worth. I have 10,000.2. This was at, so guys, the reason I'm learning, this was at 30,000 a couple of weeks ago. Tokens 82%, NFTs 18%.
Let's have a look.
And there's the epic one I did this morning. I think I think these are no-brainers, Craig, personally.
Oh, here we go. I got a Chimpers. I got to open their Chimpers.
Oh, did you mint that or what?
Yeah, I did. I forgot I had it. Where's the value? Where does it say the value again, Greeny?
Top right. If you click on your profile and go to top right.
Oh yeah, okay, 7,600.
Yeah, 7,000. Yeah, so just actually, so not far behind at all. So it makes sense.
13 grand.
Yeah. Say again.
About 13 grand total with the with Pengu.
Oh, so you are above me now. So there you go. That's probably why. Yeah. So you have been out in Pengu. I like that.
Yeah. And but that's with both grand. Oh yeah, both. You'd have more than me on there, wouldn't you? Because you got 10 grand NFTs.
Is your Pengu on Abstract?
Yeah.
No, mine's on the Solana wallet.
Yeah. Oh, and then I've got another grand of Pengu on Solana. So yeah, 14 grand.
Oh, do I like my question is the liquidity though? The liquidity for Pengu on, because I've got like $9,000 of Pengu. I could move it to Abstract. Maybe I should actually.
I didn't when I was converting it over, although admittedly I think, how did I do it? I think I bought it with ETH on chain. So but I don't think the slippage is bad, bro. I don't think I lost anything unless it does it in the background and it doesn't show you. But what I saw, it was nothing. Like,
let me just see what it quotes me at. So it's about 4 ETH right now. Is that right? Yeah, 4 ETH to qualify, just a little bit less. So it says 1.5 slippage. So that's actually pretty good.
What? Yeah, 1.5%.
Yeah. So for $9,750, you lose 100 and less, 100 and a bit.
Yeah,
150, 160. No, 170. Sorry, 170.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know. Do you think it is worth me putting my Pengu off Solana and putting it on? I just like having it in a separate wallet personally.
I know. I don't like having it on that wallet because you connect it a lot.
And Solana as well is more liquid.
Yeah, that's right. Look, it's not ideal. In a perfect world, the trader in me would never do what I'm doing. The farmer in me has told me to do it. So I'm just theorizing. I get extra XP because I've got it in that wallet, and it puts me up a tier, and I get the tier. So that's my theory. Whether it's correct, I'm really not sure, but I'm just hopeful, man. I just live in hope, and I don't really. I mean, it's more than I'd want on a wallet that is quite dirty, that you connect to a lot of stuff. But admittedly, I only connect to stuff through the portal, so it should be all right.
My chat's telling me that the bearish is the dev of Zeet. You remember that?
Yeah, right.
But like, as in who's the dev? Because Pons is the one that's leading it. Scotty, yes. Okay, so Scotty is the dev. Yes. Okay, just to clarify, Scotty is the dev of Zeet. That's been integrated into Abstract coming soon. Now, Craig, I do want to talk about InfoFi because I think it's a huge topic right now.
Yeah, sure.
Cookie.fun had their first one come out, and Spark is absolutely capitulated. Where is it? Here it is. So if you're here, it is. So it did dump. It pumped into it, and I don't think you've got access to your airdrop just yet on Cookie.fun, but no surprise to see it dump in advance. So I've been going to town on snaps, Craig. So I think the top people on the platform have around 600 to 700 snaps. So Jesus. I'm pretty happy with one. You can't actually track who has I think if we look, I think it's Bitman. Oh, can I search people? Oh, really? I can't search people. It is a limitation that you can't search, but maybe that's a good thing as well. Where are we? If we go to this person who is number one on like basically all of them. Do I have to click it here? Okay. This person has, so this is the person who's the top of the platform. I think talking about social, oh no, so he only has 280. Oh, I swear they posted that they had like 600. So interesting. But anyways, Spark.fi, they had that's the one that I just showed you before the chart. Its rewards pool comes out in basically 2 days time. I finished 200 on the platform. So very curious to see how much. I saw some speculation that, I don't know, like say I got 27 snaps, say it works out to be $50 each. That's a couple $100 that I get for free for just talking about this one. I'm still top 5, I think, for Sapien. again, this one, not sure when it closes, but yeah, I'm where am I? I'm third. Apparently, I'm third overall. On that one, I do think that this, and OpenLedge is probably the main pick personally, because it's on both Cato and Cookie.fun, Craig. So you can tick off both. And so Abby, like huge creator, right? He's on both, dominating both. You see him, he's in my replies every day, which is cool. But yeah, I'm 97th on this one. So I'm trying to catch up on that one for sure, which opens a pool. Like, I mean, 150,000, Craig. If you're in the top, say 25 of this, you will absolutely cook. Like, you'll probably get a like $5,000 to $10,000. So I think it's a no-brainer to check these ones out. Yeah. So that's,
So does that Spark come out for you in a couple of days, Greeny? Do you get?
I've linked my wallets, but I need to check because I need to maybe change the wallets, but the wallet's on my laptop, not this computer. But yeah, so I'm curious to see how much it'll be worth. Probably, I don't think it'll be worth too much, a couple $100 maybe. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that you can still earn some money on these ones. Cato is again, like actually no, we haven't spoken about this, but I bought. I'm just loading into it now. I bought some Cato and I staked it.
Nice. Well, I think your audio dropped out. I think your audio dropped out, bro, but I can't.
Oh, dude, it muted me for some reason.
Oh, it's back. You're back. You're back. Yeah, cool.
Dude, what is Restream doing? No.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So, so I've got 1,900 Yaps. I think Yaps is a no-brainer, Craig. I think season 2 of Cato is going to be huge still. They've just got too much mind share and market share.
Yeah, they do.
I think you want to be a Yapper. And I decided to buy stake Cato, or I bought Cato and staked it for 8%, but also you get some airdrops. And then I bought a Genesis NFT for 1.4 ETH, I think. So I think they have pumped actually. So let's have a look. Yeah. Oh my God. Literally, I knew this would happen. They're at 1.67. So yeah, I told GTG to buy this literally a couple of days ago. So you're up 0.23 ETH already from that buy. So
nice one. Yeah, I think I'll probably get some Cato and stake it. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while. I think it's a no-brainer play. You stake it, get 8%, and then access to airdrops throughout the bull run. Probably what Celestia was meant to be.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy. Yeah, really good comparison.
It's what we hoped would happen there. So I think buying Cato and staking it it's a great play.
Yeah,
great play. And the price was cheap, bro. The price was cheap recently. It was $1.40 recently, $1.30.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the chart. Razuka says InfoFi can only benefit the bigger accounts. How does InfoFi benefit smaller accounts? Trust me, it doesn't. If you go up mindshare boards, you tweet about it enough, you'll grow a brand, you'll grow following, you'll join communities, and you'll often find that you start to get smart followers, and then you start to earn mindshare on all of these. Trust me, there's so many different.
You can do it. Yeah,
I can show you right now on Cato.
There are some smaller accounts that do really well.
Oh, man. Dude, they dominate me, and if we have a look, where is it? If you come to Cato, go to Yap. See, I'm only earning 1 Yap a day. I mean, I've had a decent week. I've earned maybe like 50. But if you have a look on this, in emerging Yappers, like if we come and have a look, this will tell you how many followers. Like this person here, copy paste, has earned 240 Yaps, and they have 2,700 followers. Yeah. If you in the last 24 hours, if we turn upside down, this person earned 16 Yaps. This person 24 Yaps. They have less than 100 followers. Okay, do that over a 30-day period. Same again. People with a couple hundred followers, couple of hundred, 1,000. Okay, they're earning 200. They're earning more Yap, or they're competing with my account for Yap. So like if you strategically talk about it and create a brand, trust me, this is like you're hitting two things off in one zone. I speak about it so often, Craig. So many people in GTG always like Greeny, like the influencers, or even more people on the timeline, I suppose. Influencers are the ones that always get the money. I'm like, well, guys, you realize I started with a 0 following account once upon a time as well. I had 0 followers in January 2023, and look at me now. 2.5 years later, just by posting consistently, now you're 35,000 followers nearly. So just be consistent, okay? You're not going to get rewarded straight away. I think that's the biggest issue, Craig, with InfoFi, with crypto in general, is people want instant satisfaction. They want instant 100x's. I want my portfolio to be big. I want my account to be big. It's a grind. It is a grind. If you want something hard enough, if you're passionate about it, you will keep going even when you're not being paid. And Craig and I have spoken about this for a long time. Like my first ad revenue was like 18 months in. The first paid deal I ever got for marketing or sponsorship or whatever it was like 2 years in. So it takes time. Takes time, Craig.
It does, and I think people should be careful not to write themselves off that easily as well, and say, "Oh, it's just an influencers thing." Because, man, to be honest, you can say that about every meta that there's ever been.
Literally,
like NFTs. Oh, it's an influencer playground with Saudi's last run where Farouk got given 30 of them and he sold them all for 1 ETH when it launched. Yes, he's an influencer. Yes, he got a win there. But at the same time, the thing is, man, what did those influencers do to get to that position? They worked fucking hard for a long period of time. They didn't just turn up and then go, I'm an influencer here. Yeah. But anyway, regardless of that point, as you just showed, smaller accounts can earn good yaps and good rewards and good airdrops. The data's, you just showed the data. So I would
Cato too. Buy some Cato and stake it, and then you get exposure to some of these. Great.
Exactly. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. I'd be buying it and staking it, man. That would be, if you're worried about big accounts getting ahead of you, I'd be doing that, and I'd be tweeting about it and trying to double dip. And then at the same time, like you mentioned, Greeny, and then grow your account with people trying to leverage off you and your mind share. So it's a self-professing prophecy in that if you think big accounts get bigger rewards, why not piggyback off them and use them, use those accounts, milk them.
Be in their replies, turn their notifications on. Do it to me. Trust me.
It's grimy, but fuck, you got to do it, man.
I will click follow if you, one, create value on your profile. If you just retweet shit, if you don't actually post any good content, I'm not going to click follow. It just why it doesn't benefit me and it's not going to benefit you, right? If you reply my replies, if you show up consistently and show me that you put in an effort, okay, blah, 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 I will click follow, okay? I will click follow. I've done that so often. I follow some of the smallest people in the space. So it's a no-brainer, Craig. I agree.
I got a message here on my chat. BR Skipper, can I get a follow, Greeny, so I can get a smart follow? I'm a pretty decent reply guy.
Well, you got to show me in your chat. Walls is in the chat. He's the king of InfoFi. Walls, good to see you, mate. It's been a while since I think I've seen you on the stream. So thanks for tuning in. Consistency is key. Literally, Walls is. I'm going to pull up his account just to show you guys. Okay, Walls had. Here he is. Okay, Walls had about, I think, 3,000 followers when Cato started in around December last year. Yeah.
What's he got now?
He's at 20.5K nearly.
That's outrageous.
And he really, and as he says, he's literally got a job from it as well. He's CMO now of a leading AI platform because he's growing a profile here, guys. So this guy, it is known for a while from the Badoggo community. So big shout out to him. But literally, consistency is key. This guy has earned 15,000 plus followers in the past 6-7 months.
That is
never stopped yapping. Literally, never stopped yapping. 5K in December. There you go. So he had 5K.
Wells was the guy doing the Cato Spaces.
Yeah. So he was, he just stayed so consistent. I don't know how much, Walls, if you're happy to disclose, how much have you earned in terms of finance? Because that's what everyone likes to know. US dollars, how much have you earned from all of your sort of collabs, the airdrops and everything associated with Cato?
I'm going to guess it's pretty...
Well, Craig,
nice, bro, because you and me have done okay.
Me and you have, I'm going to say 10 to 20K each.
Yeah, I'd probably 5 to 12. Sorry, no, I'll take that back. 8 to 15.
Yeah, I don't know because there's been a few
and it's been messy. It's been all over.
Wayfinder gave me 2,000. Home more recently gave me 4,000. Cato itself was it 8,000?
Yeah, you got about 8 for that, dude. I got
that's 4. 15 already. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's been pretty good. That's probably 10 grand for me. Probably say 20 for you. And then growing a brand at the same time. Honestly, I'm super thankful for them, man. It's
you put in and I just said to Razuka too, chat with us in GTG. We are more than happy to help you out because that's alpha in itself as well. Alpha itself in as well. Oh, dude, he got 8K from Newt today. That's nuts. I didn't even yad about it. So Staker's got it, and I only just started stake. Oh, damn it! I literally just bought stake.
That's a good stimmy, bro.
Dude, 8 grand.
I can for that now.
That's 15 grand Australian, Craig, or something.
I could go private, Wells. I could go private.
That's Craig's surgery, chat.
That's my surgery, guys. Hey, I've just had a thought. A GoFundMe. Morgan had surgery for her grandma and got a mutant. What can I get for this? I could get a mutant, couldn't I?
Yeah, Gion.
Man.
big shout out to Gion. I see Gion in my replies, and I literally click follow to him. I'm pretty sure as well. So yeah, exactly, guys. If you put in effort and you show me like, I will support small creators, because I was once a small creator and I know what it's like to grind, join communities, keep like I put tweets out. I used to put tweets out, same tweets as I do now, that would get 50 to 100 views, right? And I was like, shit. And then I realized, this is just part of the journey. This is part of the journey. Now put out the same equivalent tweets, because it's always been education and trading and whatnot. And now they get thousands of views, okay? Because that's the growth. It's the growth. So, Walls, how much Cato are you staking? Because I'm actually tempted to buy a little bit more here. This is what I mean. I took money off Abstract to go buy an NFT and to go do this. Like I personally, like, I think Eli's, I don't want to be mean, but I worry about how can I pitch this, Craig? I can't think of the analogy right now. I worry about single lane focus, let's call it. Okay. I'm a big advocate, particularly because the trading group needs like more than just one stream of like opportunities, right? In looking at this, like we got onto Zeet really early.
Yeah.
We're looking at Cato, we're looking at Cookie.farm, we're looking at Wall Chain's very exclusive. So I do have a couple of invites for that. Which I know you're on actually already, Craig. I did double check it.
I haven't used it, but I've been on there for ages.
Yeah,
I think that many people
just joined this week as well. Abstract, and now talking about other InfoFi projects. Like you got it, and then we're trading at the same time. Like you don't want to be restricted, let's call it, by one topic, unless it is a dominant topic. Say maybe InfoFi like Walls, which will sustain time.
And the thing is, with InfoFi like Walls is doing, you get a variety of projects within it, so you still get to have variety in your in your posting and your learning. Whereas just Abstract would be, I think, career suicide, possibly longer term.
I do think it's not a bad bet if you are the top or one of the top creators on that platform over time as it grows. I think that's good. I do agree. I think that's a good thing. But you do want to make sure that you aren't restrictive by limiting yourself to just one content topic.
And I think for your growth as a creator, not even a creator, your growth as an investor / whatever in the space is really hamstrung if you only focus on one thing. It's like playing a sport and only focusing on one discipline. You've got to focus on all disciplines. So I think it's better to be an all-rounded trader.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with focusing on one thing is you can lose perspective. And you'll trade more poorly from it because you're hyper focused. And if you're hyper focused, you're so locked in, you're probably on the 1 second chart just about. So, I think but then I guess if you there's something to be said about going all in as well.
Mm-hmm. And if it goes well, you're laughing.
What if it doesn't?
Exactly. What if it does? You want to be diversified, in my opinion. And that's why I create content on so many topics. I mean, I bought Rekt the other day, Craig, and I became a Rekt billionaire.
Did ya?
Yeah. So, which puts me at. Hold on, let me find the tweet. It's hilarious. Where is it? Here. No, wait. There it is.
Thanks for the Pengu show. I do need some Pengu, so thank you. I need about 4,000 more Pengu, if you don't mind.
Go give him tips, chat. Go give Craig some tips.
So you're a Rekt billionaire.
I became a Rekt billionaire. I know, it's wild. And then trillionaire next from OSF. And so I had a look, and this is how much it would cost to be a trillionaire in Rekt. 135 each.
So cheap.
Now, the wild thing is that I actually used to own quite a lot of Rekt token. I'm going to say couple 100 billion. So I should have maybe just held. What
would that have been worth now, Greeny, if we want to look
at it? I'll have to go back and look, but it would there's no way it'd be worth 290, but it'd probably be close to six figures if I had just held my Rekt. But
hardly ever happens though, right?
I mean, they've been on an absolute cook. You had an opportunity, and Craig, I run it back to this conversation like I did before. I really want to buy more Cato before this breaks out. So just please don't pump that chart. So you had an opportunity, but this is when I got scammed. Oh, I hate that it's not the right one that it opened with. No, wait, that's also not the right. No, is that the right one? No, it's virtual. Dude, they need to stop adding Rekt to all these chains.
I know, it's so annoying.
There it is. Okay,
that's better. Look at that. That you could have. See, for you to hit that figure you speak about, you had to ride that though.
It gave you opportunity here. I took profit here. Profit here.
Smart.
So I was happy with that. Now, this is exactly when I got scammed. Literally right there is when I got scammed.
Yeah,
and I wasn't looking at the markets, but yeah.
That is what would you put that recovery down to?
They're rec drinks, brand exposure. They are one of the most well-connected people in like brand community worldwide. So they have market makers. They know they have the investors. Like they're, dude, you can't fade.
Yeah. I can almost pick the point where the market makers kicked in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Yeah.
Bring them in.
So based on what Walls is saying, I need to buy more Cato, Craig. I bought it. Yeah, so to be a billionaire at this level, it's only $250. So
exactly, cheap as chips. Yeah,
I bought it off the 382, so I am in a bit of profit. But again, if it does come back down a little bit further, then I'll buy more. I didn't want to go two to town at 112. So again, I've got money everywhere now. I need to remember. I've got so many wallets now. It's ridiculous. Like, oh my god, I'm like trying to keep track of them all. It's
yeah.
And
I know, man. I remember
different platforms as well. I'm like, oh my god, man.
That's a recipe for Craig losing money there. I did that in 21 and I told myself I wouldn't. I've already spread I've got, man, how many wallets do you reckon you've got? I reckon I've got over 200.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say. I've got so many wallets.
Outrageous amount, man. Outrageous.
I've got accounts way back to 2016, Craig. My accountants, when I was doing my tax return for last year, were like, Greeny, what about this transaction in 2017 where you sent Bitcoin to here? I was like, bro, I got no idea what that is. Just say I lost it or made no money or whatever. Like I don't know. Did it come back? If it didn't come back, it's gone.
Hey, Greeny, can I claim a tax write-off? Can I claim a tax write-off from the wallet I lost back in 2014 when I was buying Bitcoin at about $8? Relative to what its price is now?
You need to talk to an accountant, Craig.
Yes, I shall.
Shout out to Matt from Crypto Tax Made Easy. They're fantastic. And then shout out to Shano, who's my other accountant. Shout out to Zeneca, who put me both onto both. Like it was like, yeah, look, go with these two, and I'm extremely happy. Extremely happy.
And what about the 20 Bored Apes I lost?
Yeah.
Because how did they tell me how the ATO
so in my case, because I have a police report, because I went with the lawyer, I can very much be like, guys, look, I did get scammed. Here is a blah 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 blah, and they can go, okay, yeah, fair. Whereas maybe you just saying speculative, they would probably audit if it is a significant amount that you're trying to say, oh, I haven't. And the way that it works is you don't get a tax loss, Craig. So you don't get money back. You just have future tax losses in the future years.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm just wondering how they can ever prove whether wallet's yours or not.
So yeah, good point. So in 2021, my accountant at that time, I lost $30,000 to a scam, and I said, hey guys, they're like, oh, Greeny, you owe X amount. And I said, guys, have you taken in consideration that I've lost this? They're like, yes. And so they're like, you still owe like $5,000 of tax at the time, and I had like shit all money, and then I was like, well, what about the scam? Like, how does that work? And they're like, yeah, it just applies to future years. So next financial year, you have $11,000 that you can earn that you don't have to pay off. Yeah, in tax free. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So that's 11,000 at whatever the tax percentage was, right? So
gotcha. Okay, so you've got a pretty good head start for this financial year, then.
Well, yeah. So no, our financial year ends in 5 days. And yeah, so my recent scam, which I have told Craig the amount, I've said it more broadly. It's over 200,000 US dollars. That's a lot of money. But anyways, not lucky, but I've been smart all cycle because of the lessons I learned last cycle, and I had money in the bank. I make sure I took profits. I made sure I was sitting in stables and cash. I sold my punk straight away and put that all into liquid cash because I was like, oh shit. Like I will owe tax for the last financial year and I'll owe tax for this financial year. So I was like, okay, well, I need to make sure I have. And that's what I mean. I've been taking money off abstract and stuff to pay for in real life things. And luckily enough, that scam is a loss then, but the business and myself as a trader have done really well still in that financial year. So I still owe a shit ton of tax, Craig. So a good thing, but it's a bad thing as well. But yeah, look, as you said, I still owe tax, even though I did lose quite a lot.
Yeah, so niggly. But unfortunately, that's the price you pay for living in a safe country, I suppose.
That's
right?
It.
Yeah. So we are very lucky. I guess the message is just put a little bit away, everyone, for your tax. It sucks, but if you don't want to knock at the door or an awkward conversation, then you probably should do that. Because that's a lot of stress. I don't like that sort of stress over my head. I know you're probably the same, Greeny.
Yeah, I'd rather not have that stress. And like again, like I've just learned lessons to
and the government's pretty stressful, man. If they start wanting your ass, you're fucked.
That's it. And like big lesson as well is I know that they're only auditing still back to 21, 22. So if they do come to me, at least I know because I've gone with these accountants and they are extremely stringent, I know I can confidently say, look at all the bookwork, it's all done legally and we've done everything by the book. And I am transparent. Like I'm not here trying to evade anything. I've been around, blah, 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 done this. And that should be pretty sweet. So yeah, Craig, that's my situation. But yeah, just paid a big tax bill last night. So I mean, it's good. It's good to know now. Okay, that X amount of money is gone. I know now. I only know that I owe probably around the same amount again for this financial year, which I don't have to pay potentially for a year anyway. So it's more about my biggest issue right now, Craig, is do I stay liquid in BTC? That's the first question. Second is, okay, how aggressive am I going to be with trading a lot of these potential memes and altcoins and stuff moving forward? Third question is, how do I get money out of the business? Because like everything I do is part of the business now. So it's like I trade as a business. I don't trade as an individual. How do I get money out of that into my individual name that is tax efficient, that also the bank is happy for me to go get a loan for a house in the future? That's the biggest issue. Because like for us, like the house sort of level, I don't know, people might disagree with me here, but I don't want to buy just a shit house. Like I actually want to buy a house that I'm happy to live in for 20 years. And sure, it might be a little bit more than over the average that you should be looking for your first house, etc. But like, I want to live in a nice suburb. I'm happy to pay a little bit more to do that and then use more liquid to potentially trade, right? That's because that's what I'm good at and whatnot. So like the issue for us right now as a couple is that the business has cash, but Greeny personal does not have cash. So I can't, how do I get it in the most tax efficient way so that we can have a deposit that the bank is also happy that it's not a crypto company? Because we did pose, actually. We got my mortgage broker to go have a chat to a few banks. And
how did that go?
Yeah. So anonymous, obviously it's not like, oh, this is the person who's doing it. This is who they are, blah, blah. It was, I think maybe going in the way that she did was good. Like she said, it's a crypto company, which I mean, technically it's a range of different things. It's obviously marketing. It's also
it's a lot more than just trading.
It's a range of different things, but it maybe going in aggressive that way is probably a good thing. Cause then they're not like, it is crypto. So one bank was like, no chance, get absolutely effed. We're not using the financials from that business company. No. And I'm like, you are backwards and I will never bank with you. And then the second bank was like, okay, we'll consider it. However, we need to look at the financials over the past couple of years to just determine what we think and whether it aligns with our, I can't remember what they say, Soul Trader or whatever it was, or whatever. Okay, well, at least they're a little bit more flexible. So it is very interesting. It'd be a case-by-case basis. I still think we might need to go down the route of salary rather than, because I'm sure you understand, right? Like how to get business income out into your personal name. And it's either like trust, distribution, or it's dividends, or it's a salary. With the salary, you pay super, you pay tax, straight up. And obviously that's better for banks too, because then they see a consistent amount of salary coming in. Whereas a distribution or a dividend is more of what happens if that doesn't come in the next 6 months?
Right.
Or not. So
that's so tricky. It is tricky. It'll be good. Did I see you post, or someone posted the other day, that banks are going to consider Bitcoin or Bitcoin assets as, how do I word this? I don't know the right financial jargon.
As collateral, as borrowing against?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. But sorry, was that PO maybe?
No, yeah. I think it was PO, but definitely not in Australia yet. That is so far.
No, that's a pipe dream at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that's coming. Zero doubts. In fact, the banks won't have an option. It's going to eat them. So they can fight it, but they can't stop it. So they will definitely do it because that's where the money is going to be. And you know what the reality is? You know who's going to be the people buying homes? People with crypto, bro. Because people with fiat can't afford houses now.
Exactly, man.
And I do see the government in Australia is generously only allowing a 1% to 2% deposit on people that earn hundreds of thousands a year. So they are now keen on giving massive loans to people that can't really afford it, provided you're in the high income bracket. So,
which is wild, Craig, because if you think about it,
it's so good.
if you, I think it was it later that said 5%. I can't remember, but if you have a 5% deposit, you are ruining your next 30 years. Like, no matter what the value of the property is, you are putting yourself in the worst situation possible. Like, you will have a ridiculous amount. So someone says, what about moving to the States? Nah, bro. Like, family, Australia's a great country. Australia's a great country to live in. Think America, but safer.
Without America without the guns.
Like, as much as people say I need to protect myself with guns, trust me, if you live in Australia, you completely understand why you do not need guns, okay? It's about as simple as that, because we were a country that literally had guns, and we had a huge 40-plus massacre of something back in Tassie. I can't remember when it was, the 80s or something, Craig.
Port Arthur was
Port Arthur, that's right. And ever since then, we said, no, ban, and it's a very good country. So, trust me, like, look, US is fine. Like, I just don't want to live there, particularly with all this turmoil going on now.
I don't think the US is where you'd go to be honest. I'd go away from, possibly.
I would go away from it. I'd go, I don't know. If I wanted to live somewhere else, I actually don't know. Like, I traveled all last year. Like, I've said this multiple times since coming back. Well, it's pretty wild. Like, man, it's nearly been, I got back in October. So we were 4 months off being back a year, which is just nuts, man. Time flies. But I traveled 8 months overseas last year. I went to 3 different continents. We went to Europe. We went to the top of Europe, so Iceland. So in terms of top, I mean economic. We went to the top, so Norway, Iceland. Then we went to the bottom, Albania, Montenegro. And then we went to Africa, so that's very much below even Albania, Montenegro. And then we went to Colombia as well, which is kind of, I suppose, maybe a little bit higher than Africa in terms of socioeconomics, but very still dangerous. And the one thing my wife and I said the whole time is, wow, Australia is such a great country to call home.
It is. It really is. When you travel around and, you go to different train stations and airports and you see people that are, hanging around those sorts of places waiting to pickpocket you or rob you or shank you or whatever. You just don't really get that as much here. Yeah, you get the odd weirdo, but
you do in certain places, but it's so obvious where they are.
Yes, and they stand out so much, right? Whereas in Rome, I remember the train station there's just groups of younger people all waiting outside the train station because they know that's where all the tourists come out from. And God forbid you go and get a ticket. Well, so their little scam is, they'll watch your bag while you go get your ticket and stuff. And it's like, watch my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. So, to round off your point, Australia, I like coming back here because I felt like I didn't have to watch my back as much.
Razuka's from New Zealand, and I agree. New Zealand's probably nearly better than Australia.
It is, but that's because there's 4 million people. There's only
exactly. Man. Like again, it's also colder, so up to you if you want.
Thieves don't like the cold, man. Like they like the hot climates like Rome.
But people always ask, what are your top 3 highlights of the trip? Iceland was out of this world, saying Norway's a beautiful country as well, but they're 2 very safe countries. I'd highly recommend it if you wanted to exposure. Shout out to Sexy, who's from Sweden. So I didn't get to Sweden, but it's probably very similar to Norway. But Victoria Falls, if you have never been to Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls, it's a wonder of the world, natural wonder of the world. It is spectacular. Zimbabwe, we were there for, I think, 2 weeks.
What was that like?
Well, my wife was born there, so she has family. So big difference for me, but I would highly recommend if you want I'm going to call it like, and I suppose this goes back to the topic we were talking about PO with Craig as well. If you're more privileged and you live in a Western world, so not a developing, you live in a developed country, so Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK, etc., Norway, Sweden, Germany, blah, 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 all those sort of top tier countries, it humbles you if you go and travel in these developing nations, Craig. Africa pretty much is the whole country. The whole continent. Pretty much South America is the whole thing as well. And it really humbles you, like even Albania, Montenegro, like, when I was in Albania, Craig, I think the average yearly income is about 13,000 Australian dollars, whereas the salary for a minimum wage earner in our country is about 45 to 50,000. So it's about 4 to 5x less in Albania, and that's what the average income is in that country. So highly recommend it, guys, that you do travel and all those sorts of things, because I think honestly, Craig, it's probably the best thing in the world is travel. Outside,
agree.
I haven't had a family yet. I'm sure that it'll be number one. But outside of family, travel is
well for personal growth.
personal growth,
which is
the world.
important probably prior to a family. To be honest, it's useful, I think, just to cope with having children because children are tough, right? So you're probably good to get a bit of life experience prior to kids. I'd suggest. Hey, just quickly, Greeny, I think we had a daily close on Bitcoin above 106,000.
Did we? Oh, hectic! So we're pumping.
So that's quite a good close. So you're better with the fibs than me, Greeny. What is the level? Is it 106 something?
I've got a couple levels here.
Yeah.
So the couple levels here, so we did. We had a daily close. This is the index for 106.1. Still, this is the mid range. So the mid range I've taken from this swing low to the top. Okay, and also as you can see, that's the 0.5 is there, and then I've also taken it to maybe it's from the low. So this low and this high, and that's the 0.5 I think in there. I can't remember exactly how I've drawn this out, but that's the level I'm. This is a big area for bid to see right now. If we flip it, like with two things, we either deviate above, we close back below, and we go something like that, or we go above it, test that support, and we rally back towards the top.
I want to see bears get fucked, man.
Hey, I
want to see all of you shorting bastards get fucked.
I'm short, bro.
I know you are. I just want to see. See ya.
If I come live in Australia for long enough, do you think I can adopt the dope accent? Depends where you go, mate. Depends where you go.
It's yeah. Go to
the more west you go, probably pretty quickly.
Yeah. There's some wild Aussie accents, man.
Even if you like, I think people forget how big Australia is. Like, it is mammoth. Like it's like the third biggest country in the world, Craig, behind Russia and Canada or something, maybe, or China, maybe slightly bigger.
That does it justice to scale. I don't think it's to scale.
Country, Texas literally fits in the whole of WA. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's. I saw a wild thing the other day about it.
It is a big country. There's a lot of desert, a lot of open land, a lot of space. It's good like that.
Yeah. Oh.
What's happening?
Oh, my abstract. Wait. Oh. It just died. No, we're back. Okay. That was weird. It just died. So the more west you go, definitely. Craig, is there anything else you want to talk about today? We've talked about a lot. We've given a lot of alpha away today on the stream. Before we do, if there are other topics you wanted to discuss, don't forget, guys, GTG is having a up to 60% sale that'll end on the 1st or the 30th of June, 1st of July. So you've got 5 days to join. Craig, I always shill it, but maybe you should go shill it. Why should someone join GTG with an up to 60% sale off?
Yeah, I was going to bring it up. I had a guy yesterday who's been asking me for about a month or two now saying, I want to join your group, meaning GTG. I want to join your group. And I was like, well, fucking join, man. Like, don't keep saying you need to join.
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's a sale on, man. It's a good time. And he said, yes. He goes, I'd love to join, but I think you guys focus just on airdrops and NFTs. And I was like, that's not, first of all, that's probably what we focus on the least. I think probably the NFT section's probably got the least action.
I bought an NFT yesterday, but
Yeah, so I said airdrops as well. Not really. Like, we're not, yes, but, and I said, dude, the focus, I don't think there is a focus, but if there is a focus at any one time, it's on a meta that's hot at that time because we're dialed in, right? So, but I said to him, look, man, there's futures in there. There's big caps, there's small caps, there's altcoins, there's the meme coin section obviously goes off. And it obviously goes off a lot more when the trenches are hot. Greeny, can you take us for a spin? I've only got one hand. Just for that legend that was asking me about joining, I just want to show you, or let Greeny show you the diversity in calls here, because I'm probably not doing it justice in my explanation, but you've got some gangster callers, and certainly don't look at my timeline and think that's the range of the callers. I focus a lot more on, I'm a lot of Bitcoin. I've been heavy Bitcoin and some meme coins and some altcoins and not much NFTs. But there's some callers in there that are massive in futures. We've got Nadia with gold.
Dude, she's a demon.
So I said to him, I don't think you're going to get any bigger variety in a callers group out there. And I would back GTG against any call group out there, like all of them, because I've called in some of the top call groups, and they do tend to have a focus on memes. And what I find is I'm gonna go out on a limb and say those call groups are dying because the the meme coin trenches are dying. So those groups will be suffering now. So whereas GTG, yes, it's quieter in the main channel, but man, that happens. That just happens.
Channel, trust me, the futures channel is probably the
goes off. Yeah, and that's because whether it goes up or down, people make money. So, guys, on it, like, have a look at. I'm going to shut up for a second just so you can see what's going on in there. But there's a shitload of wins in there. There's a shitload of money being making. And the great thing is people are in there making money whether the market goes up or down. And if you want to make money when the market's going down, which I think you probably should want to, I jump in there. And I said to him, man, why don't you just join for a month?
Literally, just join for a month.
And if you hate it, fucking go on the timeline and give us a spray. Like,
and if you don't make money,
confident, man.
If you don't make money in a month, leave.
Like, that's what I said. If you don't make money, you can leave. And if you really don't like it, you can bag us out. But I just really don't see that being something that's going to... Oh, someone joined yesterday. Nico Bucko, 11, just joined yesterday. Hey, you're on Twitch. I think you're on Twitch. Fuck, that's incredible you messaged on there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Anyway, yeah, look, it's a great group. There's how many callers are in there, Greeny?
I think we have 12.
Yeah.
And they all are different. We're all different.
Very different, very different. So don't think that I'm the what the callers are now. I'm definitely not. We're all so different. So I would go in there. The variety's fantastic. The calls are great. Also, there's no callers in there that you can tell are just milking the audience, which you've got to be careful of in other groups. Because my other thing is, people sometimes can probably be hesitant to pay money for a group. But there's a saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. So I would join a group that you pay for. The reason being is the people in the group are making money from your contribution rather than making money off you. Be very careful joining free Telegram call groups, guys. If I wanted to make money off my followers, I would start a free Telegram call group and I'd make a call in there once I loaded my bags and I'd dump on you. That's what I would do if I was like that. I'm not. That's why I don't have a free Telegram group because I'm not going to do that. That's not right. Some people may not do that, but most of the groups I see who they do that. So pay for the service you want rather than you being the service. That's my advice. But look,
there's trading courses, there's weekly live streams. So it's like we focus heavily on teaching you to become a better trader.
That's also what I wanted to say. Sorry, Greeny. So the other piece of advice I'd have for people is come in there, milk us for our knowledge for 6 months, become a better trader than me or you, and then go and do it yourself and you don't need us. Brilliant. And that's what I like about your group is, it's a great community and and I think the support is great in there, but certainly you could come in there, extract as much as you need and you can become a fisherman and then go fish yourself and you don't have to pass another cent. So it's not a call group where you've got to come in like I see other call groups where you actually need to stay in the group because otherwise you're not going to get the calls because they don't teach you why that meme coin was good to buy. And most of the callers actually don't have a thesis on anything. They just have an inside word from a dev going, I'm going to launch this coin. They go in there, you know the drill, guys. So anyway, I think GTG is great. It's certainly, I didn't start the group. It's Greeny's baby. But it's a great group. There's a lot of great callers in there, and I find it hard to believe if you stayed there and applied yourself, you wouldn't make money. I don't want to say you're not cut out for trading, but if you apply yourself and you're disciplined, it's going to give you the greatest chance of success. And if that's not the $1 million pitch there, I don't know what you're looking for, Greeny. I don't know. Then I guess maybe you just want me to say, buy this coin, you buy it and sell it, make money. But it just doesn't work like that.
And it's not like, we give a bit of free content every day on the timeline, but I mean, it's so much better, so much more personalized. There's one-on-one coaching in GTG as well. I mean, if you want to pay in crypto, I know a few people always prefer to pay in crypto. If you want to pay in crypto, only the lifetime on WAP allows you to do that currently. But if you want to pay, send me a DM. We can work out a deal. Okay. I usually do it like a 3-month deal in crypto or something like that. Okay. Ooh. So send me a DM. I'm very flexible. I want to help as many people and onboard as many people as possible. Craig, I'm going to do an exclusive. I haven't done this yet. Even GTG haven't seen this. Only Aussie and Sexy have seen this so far. But the website, it's nearly finished. There's a few little twitches that we need to make, but here it is. GTG website. is coming out soon, hopefully. So as you can see here, we've been building this out. So very keen to have this.
It is a big fella.
In the future, I need to interview a few more people for testimonials. Testimonial here: VIP member made $130,000 a month ago. The value of money in GTG, absolutely unreal. For what you pay, you get access to the wealth of resources, supportive network, and unmatched trading world. Okay, I've been in a lot of groups and spent a ton of money over the years. GTG has helped me more than all of them combined. Okay, the value of Greeny and the members in the group bring people learning crypto and trading is worth every penny. I made back my membership tenfold already. I'm digging in and learning from Greeny. Voted #1 Australia crypto education community, but we obviously appeal worldwide, which is fantastic. If you want, join the newsletter. I think we're nearing 500 subscribers. We get to 500 subscribers. I'm giving $250 for free out to one subscriber. I think we're at maybe 330 subscribers. So we're going to get that by the end of the month. So it's close. But yeah, that's pretty much the website at the moment. So there's a little bit of an exclusive. And this is what hold on. I have the back. Hold on. There we go. Okay. This is what the platform looks like when you come to join, guys, as well. You have 3 options. A lot of people always say, what about the light option? You only get access to 1 trader. Okay. It's not myself either. So do consider going the premium option. It is a much better option. There's a week, month, or the lifetime option currently as well. VIP is for those people who are looking for one-on-one weekly calls for free, which is embedded within your subscription and a private exclusive chat with us as well. But yeah, I mean, like all the testimonials are here, guys. We'll take you on the next level of trading. Yeah, like go and read it. The website is that link in the description. Highly recommend. It's 60% off. Is nuts. I don't ever do that. It's the end of financial year. I'm feeling generous, Craig, to help people out. So definitely do that. The link is in the description. Rizuka, GTG is the alpha, has everything in crypto, and I've learned so much from being in the group.
It's a great stocking filler, guys. So Christmas in July is coming, so treat yourself. Oh, and end of financial year, guys. So for those in Australia, this would be considered a tax write-off, wouldn't it, Greeny?
Yeah. If you can claim as a business expense or a personal expense for education, yes.
That's right. So 60% off, and you can claim it on tax, guys. Yeah, that's my show. But no, honestly, Greeny, great group you've cultivated there. Like I said, I've been in a lot of the big ones, and it's the best one I've seen. So yeah, congratulations on what you've built.
Yeah. So someone says your Twitch category is in crypto. Is that you, Craig, or is that me on Twitch? I don't know, bro. I don't even think I'm logged in on Twitch on this one.
It must be me, bro, because I did put Twitch on.
Let's have a look. I'm not logged in. I'll have to do it on my laptop.
Oh, I've got no category set. Yeah, I'm retarded, bro.
So you don't actually have a category set. Okay.
Oh, my Toshi thing's. I see. Okay, cool. You're a legend, dude, for writing that. Thank you for taking the time. I'm also impressed you're watching this on Twitch. 2 people on Twitch. That's double my normal.
I've got 2 people on Twitch as well. Let's go.
Yeah, fucking incredible technology we've got. Man, I've got to crack Twitch, bro. I don't know why I want to. It's a personal thing now. I don't even really care.
Easy's been Easy's been streaming on Kick, actually. And I commented, I don't know if he replied. I said, why did he choose Kick over over Twitch? So I'm not sure. I don't know if he replied to my comment. So
yeah.
But yeah, guys, GTG sale ends in 5 days. Don't be silly. Just literally come and check it out for a week. A week or a month, whatever it is. Literally come and check it out. Highly recommend it. Again, I'm an educator. I get satisfaction out of other people winning, okay? I don't care about my bags, whatever. Like, I generally just want to see other people winning. And again, I've been shilling this guy, what's his name? Godfather T. He's made 5x his portfolio from $500 literally in the past 3 weeks. So it can happen to everyone, okay? And that's just by being an active member in the Futures channel. So, yeah.
5x, fuck yeah, that's smashing me. And the good news is, Greeny, your and my bags don't rely on anyone in there, so that's what's really cool. It's got no bearing, is it? If there was no one in the group, our bags would be the same. So that's why I think it's great. And shout out to the people watching on Abstract as well. Got about 10 people watching. Thank you very much for pulling up.
Yeah.
Very kind of you, and thanks to the people on Twitch watching me. That's very cool. So shout out to
lovely,
you guys.
I mean, just people are a bit confused. So guys, the discount has been applied to prices already. Okay, normally prices are 60% higher. Okay, so normally lifetime is $1,600 US. It's now down at about $900 or $950 or something. I can't remember. The weekly is normally $50 a week. It's down at $35. The monthly is normally $140. I think that's down at $90. So some insane value right now. VIP usually sits around $1,000 a month as well. It's down at $500. So it's 50% off VIP. So check it out. The link's in the description. Love to have you, Craig. Big shout out to all the tips. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I don't show up unless it's a certain amount. So yeah, so and Gion just asked, how's the lifetime different from VIP? VIP members get calls included in it. You get a direct one-on-one call with me as often as you want, once a week. Usually people book in, so that is 4 calls in a month, and you get an exclusive chat with the traders and me, and you can ping us at any time. We'll do direct sort of assistance with the charts or whatever you need specifically there. So that's if you are looking for more one-on-one coaching as well as the VIP option. If not, the premium option is probably the best option for most people out there. And you can get, the lifetime is honestly a steal at 900 or 950 at the moment. So big shout out to all the tips on Abstract. Big shout out to everyone tuning in, Craig. Yeah, we're doing well on Abstract today, which is good to see. And yeah, we've got 980 people in the chat across all the channels. So thanks, guys. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to everyone for pulling up today. What are we, Tuesday in America now? So shout out and good luck with those chasing XP. Hopefully I can get my hand done in the next week or so I don't have to have fucking this thing on too much. So I don't have to use my left hand for this, because this is diabolical with my left hand, bro. It's so slow. Trading's going to be fucked for a bit, but oh well. No excuses. Just got to keep on keeping on, man. No point whinging, man. Let's just make fucking money. I'll buy a robotic arm.
That's it. Oh man, I need to sneeze. It's the worst feeling. Yeah, man. I hope that. I mean, yeah, we'll find out when your surgery is and all that stuff. So hopefully it's not too far away as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the public system's not too slow.
Yeah.
But I do think with bone they get you in pretty quickly because they don't want it to heal badly. So I think I will get put in. So another shout out to Australia. I'm not even born here, and I get the operation for free. So tax money at work. So can't really complain about paying tax when you can get surgery for free, can you?
No, and I mean, I do pay for Medibank, so private health, and I literally just went to the dentist and I didn't have to pay $1 yesterday. So I do pay it over the year, but it allows me to then just go in whenever I want, book an appointment for a range of different things. So it's great country.
Right. Yeah. So, and we'll be back tomorrow, Greeny. I don't think my surgery will be tomorrow, so I think we'll probably have all this week. So that's good.
Epic.
And hopefully we all make some fucking money. Bitcoin's up high. Everything looks good, dude. Everything looks comfy. Everyone that was freaking out about the war wasn't worth freaking out about, probably. So next time this happens, probably click buy, fear.
Yeah, always click buy during fear. That's it, Craig. That's a good way to leave the tune today, guys. Check out the GTG sale, 60% off, ends literally in 5 days. We'd love to see you in there. And hopefully we'll see you in there later today or tomorrow. Okay. Craig, have a lovely Wednesday it is here. And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Greeny. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Ciao.